Let's review some fight facts ahead of the big light heavyweight title fight between Jon Bones Jones and Anthony Lionheart Smith. Firstly, there haven't been too many title fights where the odds are so long for the challenger. Right now, Smith is plus 650 and Jones is a minus 1,000 favourite. So the thumbnail of the statistics is that the current champ has the most wins, the most finishes, and the most fight time in light heavyweight history. And on the other side, Smith is coming in hot and has way more experience than the champion. But let's go deeper, starting with the champ and how his stats look with regards to this fight in his 13th UFC world title contest. At 1,175, Jones has landed the greatest significant strikes in light heavyweight history, but he's also very accurate, connecting with 55.9% of those attempts, which is the 5th highest accuracy in the 205-pound division. An excellent stat when you consider his opposition, the majority of those being title fights. He has also outstruck all of his opponents in the UFC as well. Jones loves a leg kick. He has landed 278 leg kicks, which is the most in light heavyweight history. He mixes in a lot of takedowns too, with his current tally sitting at 37. In his last fight against Gustafsson, he attempted 5, and the lone takedown that he landed in the 3rd round led to the eventual finish. His avoidance of being taken down is quite phenomenal. 95% takedown defense, which is second only to Woodley in UFC history. This has only translated to Jones being on the bottom for about 0.3% of his time in the octagon. Such high numbers suggest to me that Jones has a tried and tested formula that he repeats often. He brings a high striking rate and he will attack the legs with his chassé or oblique kicks. Jones will also look to fight on the canvas, but only on his own terms and only ever on top, apparently. Let's switch now to Smith, as he's really being overlooked in this one. There is a lot to examine in terms of the mental aspects of this fight, but here we are interested in the cold, hard facts. Experience, however, is a huge factor, and fighters develop fight IQ and confidence from their cage time. Smith has 44 recorded pro MMA bouts, but more than that, he has a glowing 28 finishes, which is more than Jones's total pro outings. Right now, he has tied the longest active finishing streak in the light heavyweight division with Thiago Santos, and Smith accomplished that in just 5 months. Of those 3 finishes, he KO'd 2 former UFC light heavyweight champions in a combined 2 minutes and 22 seconds. This is all since he made the move to light heavyweight from 185, and it's almost like we're looking at an entirely different fighter. Smith has as many UFC knockouts as Jones and 2 more knockdowns, so he clearly has heavy hands and an ability to stun. He targets the head 73% of the time, making him a true headhunter and a fight finisher. He has only been to the scorecards twice in 10 UFC outings. Now, in terms of the ground game, Smith is also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He has 4 triangle chokes worked from his back, so if the fight is taken down, he certainly has that triangle threat as well as good knowledge in grappling exchanges. Smith has been the underdog his whole life. This is the opportunity that he has worked for since 2008. Yes, the resume of Jon Jones makes for terrifying reading, but Smith is coming in with everything to gain and an explosive style that could rattle the most steely-nerved fighters. So this one is for the much heralded UFC light heavyweight gold, and with 12 post-fight bonuses between them, it should be a whole lot of fun.